happens. Okay. So, let's see. So, pointing to Dan Gustavia as the murderer, and Catherine Hall just admitted to freezing the body for 15 years.
I think about that sometimes. Like, I've only ever seen like Jello's videos of this, and he makes a joke towards the beginning, like, "No fucking way, you froze the body for 18 years," and that's what actually happened.
Yeah, it's really funny. I mean, I feel bad for her, but at the same time, just like, all right, it's dirty logic. All right.
Why would you freeze the body for 18 years though? Like, why?
Let's see. What was her reasoning for that? It's been a while. Well, she froze most of the statues that were originally there because she wanted to like preserve them for Mr. Master to see when he gets out of prison, which he never gets out of prison, of course, so they're just perpetually frozen.
Oh yeah. Oh, so the bodies just happen to be in there.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
Like, guy.
I think she was doing it to further like maybe like secure Mr. Master's innocence, but it never actually happened. So she just has like a dead body in the freezer for 18 years.
Oh my god.
And she gets kicked out of the mansion after Mr. Master, you know, gets the guilty verdict. And the body's still in the freezer. She eventually buys back the mansion, and the body's still in the freezer. She's just like, ah.
Shit. Like, these shit's still in here.
Yeah, and then they find it in the fountain.
Nobody take them out.
Come on.
Like, who keeps meat for 18 years?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was inside like one of the statues, so.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
And they're kids too, right? Oh, I pinched myself. That's hurt.
There's... Oh, we haven't gotten to the kids yet. I forgot exactly what happens to them. I guess we'll find out.
Are they the dead ones?
I think they're dead, yeah, but like I'm not sure how they died.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Miss Hall, have you composed yourself? Good first line, Edgeworth.
I forgot who voiced who. I think you were Kate.
Yeah, I think I was Kate. Yes. What you did, no matter the reason, was unforgivable. No shit. Yes,
no
I know.
Shit.
You froze a body in a statue for 18 years. However, you committed this crime in order to prove Mr. Master's innocence.
Oh, she was trying to hide evidence? Is that what it was?
Yeah, no, she didn't actually kill the person. She just hid the evidence. Which, you know, is also really bad, but it's not as bad as murder, I suppose. If the true culprit is someone else, then we have a duty to reinvestigate. Courtney!
And Courtney's gonna be a bitch.
Do you want to be Courtney?
No false evidence for the IS-7 incident remains in the official case files. Moreover, there is no evidence to lend credence to Miss Hall's testimony. She has, like, Judge Jigoku's gavel.
She does! I wonder if
we should first arrest Miss Hall as the culprit behind today's incident. What was today's incident?
The body appearing in the fountain. And also, Dan Gustavia and the poison gas. We cannot be certain that all of the case files are accurate. After all, the prosecutor in the case has a history of forging evidence. That's true.
Overruled, I'm gonna be a bitch! Are you suggesting that the PIC overlooked such a prosecutor?
Yes! That's none of my concern. The truth is that the evidence was falsified. And the fact that Doe's body from 18 years ago was just discovered proves it. Oh no!
Oh no, ouchie. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I can see remnants of Prosecutor Von Karma within you.
You literally just said,
I'm literally gonna go for the low-hanging fruit right now, because you proved a good point.
Exactly, she's trying to insult him just because he's right.
I just realized that her boobs, like, sort of, like, angle upwards. That's
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah, her boobs are above the law. What did you say?
You tried to deceive the PIC and fabricate the truth. Let me inform you of my, or rather the PIC's logic.
Oh no.
Oh my god, is this logic chess?
No, it's just the
no,
testimony.
It's not. I don't think I've been here for a single logic chess.
There might be logic tests.
Knowledge that Prosecutor Von Karma fabricated the information about the body. However, he successfully convicted Mr. Master as an accomplice.
Whoa.
I believe that the true culprit was Miss Curator herself. She even attempted to oh my god. She even attempted to murder I can't speak. Mr. Gustavia today in order to pin the blame on him.
Oh, that's what I remember she did. Okay, so she set up the poison gas trap to catch whoever might try to get the dead body and destroy the evidence.
Wait.
That's why she froze it for 18 years, so she could eventually catch the actual murderer.
Excuse me, poison gas.
Yeah.
Wait, poison gas.
If they tried to remove the body, it would set off the trap, and then she'd know it was them who because Dane Gustavia was the one who fell out of the room.
Okay.
It's really convoluted. She could have literally just not
it's
done anything.
It's Ace Attorney. We have shit like vaulting a body across a ravine in the public is not physically possible. My friend wrote a paper on it.
I still can't believe that was an actual part of the case. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, it's still considered one of the best cases in Ace Attorney.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's not something you'd ever guess.
Physically impossible unless there was just a very lucky wind.
Yeah.
That just got it over the edge somehow.
Exactly. No, yeah. Okay. Is that really what the PIC believes? Yep.
Yes. Every word I utter is for the sake of law and order.
Screw law and order.
I want to be chaotic, neutral.
It seems she intends to hide the truth for the sake of the PIC. What is new?
What is new?
At this rate, neither Mr. Master nor Miss Hall will be saved. Courtney, you suck. I know you're generally maybe a good character, but no.
No.
If you acknowledge that, why won't you reopen the case?
What? The goddess of law does not err in her judgments.
I forgot error is a word.
Yeah, I forget. While Prosecutor Von Karma may have used... Okay, fix. If you ask me... Oh my god, I forgot how I... Oh. If you ask me, it's all been bogus ever since Von Karma fabricated evidence. And you claim that justice was served. What is the PIC thinking? Honestly, you tell them.
Yeah.
I declare my verdict. There is no need for further investigation. Okay, then do it. You won't.
Yeah. Let's hear your explanation on the matter then.
Do it, you won't.
Okay. I heard that the biggest factor in Mr. Master's conviction was his confession. If Prosecutor Von Karma had a hand in his confession, the ruling may not be just. You're right.
The initial investigation was handled by Detective Ripley. What's that supposed to... Replacer?
Yeah, replacer.
Replacer!
Yeah! It's horrible.
Oh my god.
I think this is the single worst State's Attorney name pun.
I still have Dade Man.
Dade Man, yeah. That one also.
Also,
they just give up sometimes.
Real name. Real name. Gosh.
Romain Latouche.
Romain Latouche. I was saved by the fact that there's no fucking reason why his name is fucking Romain.
Yeah. Actually, no reason. Usually when there's like some sort of pun, it's like about like what they do or what their story is about. No, he's just lettuce.
He's just lettuce. And like the type of lettuce that makes people sick every 6 months too.
Yeah.
Because there is some fucking E. coli in the lettuce because reasons.
Yeah, and then he dies, so like whatever.
Oh my god, Ghoulstrahd. Ah! Okay. He was the one who obtained the confession, according to the official reports. All I can say is that the ruling has already been handed down.
Jeez, what? Jeez, why does Miss Courtney have to be so stubborn? Is the PIC so high and mighty? They sure seem like the arch enemy of the prosecutors, to say the least.
Oh, they look so similar in this pose.
Yeah, she copies him. It's really nice.
That's really cute.
So they're kind of like what the police are to great thieves. Says the great thief who nonchalantly works alongside the police. Let's see. I guess I just keep pressing her because I'm not sure.
Wait, I never noticed. Oh, sorry.
What?
But apparently, in like the most recent, like Ace Attorney ensemble art with like all the characters.
Yeah.
Like Maria is like reaching out her hand towards somebody, probably because she wants to murder them. And her mom is lowering her arm.
Oh my god!
That's really cute.
Oh my god. That's awesome. I love how she just like threatens to murder everyone, like whoever, like anyone who steps into her office. I think that's I think that's really girl boss of her.
I think that's girl boss of her.
Let's see. Are you saying that both Miss Hall and Mr. Master murdered Isaac Dover?
Mr. Master committed the murder while Miss Curator moved the body. That's what I believe.
What? How can you say that? We would never kill Monsieur Dover.
Did you not steal the body and preserve it for 18 years?
She's got a point.
It is only natural to suspect you of being an accomplice.
She has already confessed to her crimes, and now is not the time to judge her of her past crimes.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Let's judge Miss Hall for her current crime.
Alright. This one I'm obsessed with. If she wanted to pin the crime on somebody, why choose Mr. Gustavia?
Perhaps Mr. Gustavia suspected Miss Hall was the criminal, as he attempted to confirm whether or not the Gemini sculpture was genuine. He was caught in a trap meant to silence him forever.
Can you prove that theory? Oh my god, can we put the burden of truth on the other person for once?
Oh my god, can you prove it, or is it my job to prove it? Because it's always my job to prove it. Mr. Gustavia is currently teetering on the brink of death. There's probably no way to prove it unless he regains consciousness.
He will.
He will because it's Ace Attorney. In other words, there's nothing we can do for now.
Then why are we talking? That can't be true. There must still be something we can do.
You still don't get it, do you? Allow me to give you a clearer explanation.
Clonks him over the head.
Bonk.
By ample evidence, you mean?
For the IS-7 incident, we have a body, the murder weapon, and a pair of suspects. For the poison gas incident, we have the 2 chemicals and Miss Hall's confession. Oh, is that the fucking Normalium and...
Normalium, Fatalium, yeah. I love that so much.
Furthermore, I have finished collecting all the evidence necessary. For your own PIC hearing, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
What? How can you say something like that so casually?
Because I'm a bitch. Miles, you know you're always welcome to join the Edgeworth law offices.
Hey, if you ever get kicked out, you could be a defense attorney, you know.
That's fucked up that you kept his name for all those years. That's sort of fucked up, Ray.
Yeah, he did it in the to respect Gregory, but you know.
But like, I feel like he was confused.
Judge Courtney, I'd like to ask that you refrain from making such needless remarks. I'll fire you!
I understand. Well, regardless.
Is that okay? Are you saying that there's nothing left for us to investigate?
We have already exhausted all ends in regards to the evidence. Bonk. Bonk.
Bonk.
This court will accept no further deliberations. We are not in court. I shall now deliver my verdict for the defendant, Catherine Hall. I hereby pronounce you.
Hold it, there's still a need for further investigation.
If you wish to halt my verdict, please do so with evidence.
Oh, okay, so I need to present something to you.
I have
Yeah.
Hall is guilty, but you must provide. You must provide evidence that she is not guilty.
Oh my god.
That is, if there's any evidence that requires further deliberation.
I cannot allow I cannot allow this case to end here. I cannot allow this cease. There's still something that needs to be cleared up. Looks like I'll have to show Judge Courtney something to convince her. Where? Wiki! Wiki! Press on the fourth statement. Okay. 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 I know. Ha! With the power of the internet.
With the power of the internet.
There we go. Ha! I am smart. Maybe.
Tut tut tut.
There's still one piece of evidence from the IS-7 incident that remains unsettled. Take a look at this.
This is
the forensic results from the Gemini sculpture that melted in the Winter Palace. According to the results of the analysis, traces of someone's blood were found. Who does this blood belong to? Until we know the answer, this case is still open.
There was blood mixed in with the remains of the Gemini sculpture.
Oh yeah!
I heard nothing of this from Sebastian.
I don't think Sebastian would tell you.
Sebastian.
This was a report from Detective Gumshoe. I had planned to tell Mr. DeBest myself.
So even though you had no investigative authority, you still did as you please. Yes,
Yeah.
Like Phoenix Wright. But no, that man.
That man.
I shall report everything that transpired today to the PIC.
Stop threatening to fire me. You keep doing that. I will not avert my eyes from the truth, nor shall I overlook the mistakes of the past. Oh, ... If you wish to report my actions to the PIC, be my guest. But in exchange, I want you to let me investigate this case to the very end.
It is not my place to decide such things.
Is it?
What? I must ask that you check with Sebastian regarding the matter.
Okay, that's easy then.
Oh my god. I think I was the best.
Yeah.
Hey! Good news, you guys!
Oh my god!
He's fucking alive. Thanks to our early detection, Mr. Gustavia's life was saved.
Oh.
Mr. Gustavia.
Oh wait, so he's alive. Okay, just catches on 3 seconds later. You were the one who did Gustavia, right?
Yeah. Would you be the ones who saved my life? Hey, Mr. Gustavia. You are. It's your assistant, are you not?
He has such a creepy laughing sprite.
Yeah, he has such. Oh god.
You could see all of his teeth.
Got the molars back there. You've grown so big this time. This one is your assistant, then.
No, I'm.
He's my assistant candidate, and Gregory Edgeworth's son.
I'm Miles Edgeworth, the prosecutor.
What a twist of fate. I am in your debt. It's thanks to you that I have completely recovered. I love how he was on the brink of death, and then he just collapsed back.
Yeah, he's just fine now. It's alright. There's no need for thanks. Since you're alive, we can reach the truth behind the incident 18 years ago. Since you're alive.
What do you speak of? While you were conscious, the truth has started to come to light. You may be Isaac Dover's murderer.
You may be.
Maybe. Oh, start sweating. Ugh. What? Really?
Miss Hall was looking for the criminal behind the events of 18 years ago. That's why she set up the poison gas in the Pisces case.
Oh my god, that's me.
Oh my god. Mr. Gustavia, the events of the incident 18 years ago. Tell us what really happened. No.
No. No. The statute of limitations is over.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So you wish to remain silent?
Nah, I think he's just meditating.
He can sleep standing up? What a useful skill to have! Meditation is different from sleeping, though.
Mr. Gustavia, please tell us what you did 18 years ago. Nah. I'm the criminal because I fell for the trap. That's not a very funny joke. I'm a victim, not a culprit.
Says Twitter.
Says Twitter. Mr. Gustavia, it was not yet been made clear whether or not you are the criminal. There's only their baseless speculation. Okay. Do not concern yourself with the drivel of a prosecutor without jurisdiction. At least there is one person here who understands. Okay. My name is Justine Courtney. I'm a judge. If you would like, I would be happy to assist you. Let us show Prosecutor Edgeworth the truth 18 years ago. Understood.
They just start beating him up.
Beat the shit. I shall prove my innocence to you, Sir Prosecutor.
Judge Courtney, is that your answer? Do you intend to bury the truth of the IS-7 incident before it can be brought to light? Yeah.
I merely believe in the judgments of the goddess of law. Like she's real.
Ultimately, those who render judgment are only human. As long as humans control the law, there's no guarantee that every verdict is correct. If you're going to help conceal the truth, I will not hold back. I'm gonna beat you up.
I'm looking forward to it. Lady Justine, what should I do now? Do you have a good name for a polywag?
Wait, what?
Do you have a good name for a polywag?
A polywag. Tough.
I guess Polly.
Polly, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, something to do with water. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually what I do is I just look up a dictionary.
Honestly fair. Oh, so sorry, okay. You are being suspected because you set off the poison gas. Can you tell us the reason? why you opened the Pisces case. Understood. I came to see Sir Dover's works from 18 years ago. However, I accidentally entered the museum a half hour before it opened.
Miss Hall, there was nobody at the entrance, correct? Since I thought the criminal from 18 years ago might be coming, I had no security guards in the place. I didn't even lock the doors. I was very busy with opening preparations, so there was nobody on the first floor. In addition, I locked every palace door aside from the autumn one. I see. This must have been done in order to lure the criminal to the Autumn Palace. Which is why he ended up entering the Autumn Palace. It's already suspicious that he snuck into the museum in the first place.
Bonk. The gallery should remain silent. Unless you have evidence that can prove his testimony false, I will not allow any objections.
Gallery? This isn't even a courtroom.
You tell her.
Yeah.
Why did you open the Pisces case? I wish to view Sir Dover's handiwork up close. The Gemini sculpture. No, it was actually the Pisces, wasn't it? Oh, dude. The lid had been frozen shut, so I borrowed a burner to open it. But as soon as I opened the lid, poison gas began pouring out.
That's quite a convenient testimony. It sounds like a total lie, doesn't it? Yeah.
There are parts of Mr. Gustavia's testimony that I have issues with as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. However, there is no
Courtney, please.
Courtney, please.
You like try to be on our side for once, and then you're immediately like,
please be
but
on our side.
logically, no. but that's.
Would it not make sense for suspicion to fall on Lady Catherine before myself? She may have intended to release the poison gas haphazardly.
Objection.
Oh, that was raised objection. Okay.
Yeah.
Kate turned on the sprinklers as soon as the gas was released. She was specifically targeting the person who triggered the trap. Mr. Gustavia, you were her only target. You are willing to accept the words of this criminal as the truth.
Miss Hall must atone for her crimes. However, the same can be said for the criminal from 18 years ago.
Sir Prosecutor, it seems you wish to suspect me to the bitter end.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. However, I have no reason to murder Sir Dover. If there's no evidence to suggest that I killed him, you cannot suspect me.
Mr. Edgeworth, can't you prove that Miss Gustavia is the criminal? All I know for sure is that Mr. Gustavia fell victim to the poison gas. No matter how strange his behavior was, it won't prove he committed the murder. But that's... Mr. Shields, is there nothing we can do?
Well, if there isn't any evidence, we should try reorganizing the facts. If Mr. Gustavia was the one who killed Mr. Dover, there must have been a motive.
Motive? Mr. Gustavia himself is denying that such a motive exists.
He just really wanted to win this competition, man.
Really? He wanted to be the best pastry chef?
It's not easy to take another person's life.
I would know. I have done it. I'm a murderer, Miles.
I'm a murderer, Miles. Please prosecute me. 18 years ago, your old man also discussed motive with Prosecutor Von Karma.
You claim their collaboration is irrelevant. If Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's relationship had turned sour, if they had divorced,
if they had
partnership turned sour. In fact, it could serve as a motive for murder.
We couldn't talk with Mr. Gustavia 18 years ago, but this time things are different. If we collect everything we've learned so far, the truth might be revealed.
Yes, I suppose so. It seems I must re-examine the information from 18 years ago. I must recall all the details that have remained unexplained. Are we gonna logic test this? I'm not sure.
Oh my god, do I get to sit through a logic test?
You might.
Yes. Oh my god, that was bad, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So, the glove and fingerprints on the picture frame was your doing.
Your nose explodes.
You're just gonna take it out.
Delicia denied leaving the fingerprints on the frame. If they're left by Mr. Gustavia, he may have been trying to view the angel's recipe.
The angel recipe.
Angel's recipe? Once your master asked me to change the film of the camera. Sorry, I died. It seemed the film they prepared in advance wasn't enough. There wasn't enough film. It seems the number of photos he took didn't match up with the amount of film remaining. Well, he told me himself it might have just been a mistake, though. The information my father collected 18 years ago is certainly not for naught. If there is no evidence, I shall use logic to reveal the truth. Oh my god, I'm gonna use my brain cell one by one. Okay, motive for murder, this. Mr. Gustavia, you collaborated with the victim, Isaac Dover, to create your desserts, didn't you?
Oh? It seems you know about my secret.
Mr. Shields told me about it. Mr. Dover handled the design while you were in charge of the taste. Is that correct?
Back when my training had been insufficient.
It seems you worked together through the semifinals, but not during the finals. Why is that?
We both wished to compete in the finals against Miss Sir Master on our own merits.
You must have also helped with Isaac Dover's dessert even during the finals.
What makes you able to declare something like that?
Didn't you tell Prosecutor Von Karma about yourself 18 years ago? That you cooperated until the day before the finals? The sculptures in Mr. Dover's room were all made out of sherbet. Such an amount would most likely need to be left overnight to freeze. Which means Mr. Gustavia prepared Mr. Dover's sherbet in advance the day before.
Oh my god, was I Von Karma?
Yeah.
That's right. So you realize Gustavia's cooperation ended the day before the finals.
Then, why did Mr. Dover not help Mr. Gustavia in return?
Objection!
In black and white.
The views of the dead are of no concern to me.
He says, killing Mr. Edgeworth. Why did Isaac Dover not help you in return? If there is a reason why your partnership with Isaac Dover broke down, that would be a motive for murder.
That could be a possibility. However, Sir Dover and I ended our partnership peacefully.
Peaceful breakup? That's hard to imagine. See? This is literally canon.
You guys broke up? I can't believe this shit. Not to mention, it's absurd to think that I killed Sir Dover in Sir Master's room. I couldn't have killed Sir Dover while Sir Master was also there, making his desserts. Isaac Dover is what's the pun?
I slipped over, I think.
I slipped over, okay. I think we talked about that.
Yeah,
In
no,
other
it's
words,
a little weird,
no
but...
way. Yeah. In other words, there's no way I could have committed the murder.
That's not true. If there was a moment when Mr. Master was absent from the room, I could prove that it was possible for Mr. Gustavia to commit the murder.
Logic.
Logic. This maybe? No.
Brain
No,
cells.
my brain cells.
No, my brain cells.
Okay. Remaining film. Maybe this? Yes.
Brain cells.
Cool. If he had photographed the contents of the angel's recipe, he wouldn't need to steal it. Perhaps Mr. Gustavia used Mr. Master's camera to take the pictures. If he had stolen the actual recipe book, the police would have found out.
I see. Pictures, eh?
The problem is the time at which he entered Mr. Master's room.
Mr. Gustavia could have moved around freely during the afternoon tea, right? Because it seems both him and Mr. Dover did not participate in the afternoon tea.
They were not at the tea party.
That would have...
If I remember correctly, the only time we can prove that Dover was still alive is...
The victim was not seen as he stayed locked up in his room after the contest had begun. I just think of RT's fucking voice for him.
Yeah. It's so
Where
good.
you see Phoenix, right?
Oh my god.
One have unlocked the locked rooms was Jeff Master.
Was Master's desserts all that you ate? Actually, no. After the afternoon tea, I also ate icy desserts. After the contest began, Isaac Dover was locked up in his room. If we assume he was killed at some point before Delicia snuck into his room, then there is a high chance that he was killed before the afternoon tea was over. It all comes down to the tea party.
Yes.
Isaac Dover was alive up until the afternoon tea began. Ergo, that was the only time when Gustavia could have killed Dover.
Oh god. Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you satisfied?
Sorry, but I'm far from satisfied. Because I am finally starting to see the truth behind this case. When will you stop saying the truth behind this case?
When will they stop saying 18 years ago?
18 years ago.
18 years ago.
My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm the defense
And I'm
attorney.
Hello, my name is Gregory Edgeworth, and I'm a defense attorney. Are you saying that you have found some evidence to show us that truth?
Did you know that I have a son?
Did you know I have a son?
No, there's no need to present any evidence, since we can just have Mr. Gustavia tell us the truth. Ah, so this is where you use that, right? That man. Indeed.
That
Mr. Gustavia, there's one thing I want you to tell me.
Dots.
That's a lot of dots, Gustavia.
Lots of dots.
I said, Mr. Gustavia, there's one thing I want you to tell me.
No! What is it?
That was a Gregory Edgeworth yell, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. During the finals of the contest, you made your desserts on your own.
I wanted to compete for the title of the world's greatest pastry chef on my own merits.
If that was truly the case, you would have competed on your own merits from the start. I want you to tell me why it was necessary for you to cooperate with Isaac Dover. Oh my god, is it yes!
Oh my god, it's
now
time!
it's the chess dimension.
The chess
Prepare to
my
die.
autism is so strong.
During the contest 18 years ago, Mr. Gustavia collaborated with Mr. Dover. I wonder, what made them decide to cooperate in the first place? That's what I need to draw out from him, but... Ooh.
Oh my god.
Seems he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. Same. First to last, why he collaborated with Mr. Dover. The truth has been hidden for 18 years. That ends today. Alright, logic chess.
Logic chess, begin.
I cannot believe this is a thing. Why did you decide to collaborate with Isaac Dover?
Sir Dover and I were already acquaintances, even before the contest began. Since he was interested in the contest, we simply decided to enter it together.
Joining forces with a sculptor. You weren't confident in your own abilities.
You know nothing about me. We wanted to make great works together. We were gay lovers.
Wait and see.
Sir Dover's son and my own attended the same elementary school. We had sons together. We all got along well from the start.
Really? So were you going to share the title of world's greatest pastry chef together? Wake up.
Wake up. My condition may be worsening. I should get back to the infirmary.
Ah, dang it. Oh, wait, I was too passive there. No.
No.
I must read my opponent's reactions and emotions and strike with the right words. Alright, wake up. As expected, he pretends to meditate when things aren't going his way. Mr. Dover was a sculptor. I doubt he had any interest in the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. In that case, where did his true goal lie?
Indeed, my goal was the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. However, Sir Dover's goal was the grand prize, the angel's recipe.
I see. You cooperated because your interests were aligned. But there must have been a reason why your partnership soured.
Sir Prosecutor, I am the victim of the poisoning.
Might I remind you that I am a victim here?
If you're going to suspect me in this manner, perhaps I'd better return to the infirmary.
Wait a moment.
In that case, you should end things soon. I am not a patient man.
It seems he's trying to leave. I can't let that happen. He's still hiding something. Next, I should ask him about his true goal. Oh my god, heal my brain.
Oh my god, heals my autism.
I need to keep the pressure on him while being cautious of the time. I don't know. Then you have another goal besides the title. The title alone doesn't seem to have much value.
How dare the likes of you insult the title of a confectionery artist? My only goal was the title itself. I had no interest in anything else. Yeah, so you should have just won the contest and gave the recipe to him, right?
Yeah!
My dream was to become the world's greatest pastry chef. 18 years ago, I was lacking in design sense. However, things are different now.
Oh, are you saying you improved at your craft?
Exactly, for I have trained at the Republic of Zangfa. That sounds
I
similar.
failed to see the results of your training. Just constantly insult them until they die.
Yes, at the time, I also studied Mr. Master's works. I would often watch his show with my son.
So, you're studying Mr. Master's work to improve your own skills. If you had his recipes, perhaps it would have been easier for you to become the world's greatest pastry chef.
Pastry chef. Perhaps. To a pastry chef, Sir Master's recipes were worth their weight in gold. You go back to sleep.
If becoming the world's greatest pastry chef was your goal, you should have also been interested in the grand prize, the Angel's recipe.
The recipes of the world's greatest pastry chef. I would be lying if I said that I wasn't interested. However, I wouldn't think that simply being interested would be a problem.
I wonder about that. The Angel's recipe's true nature was not for making desserts, but cures. And all the contest participants should have been aware of that.
Stop saying.
Looks like
saying
he just makes noises.
I'm making noises. I just want to read dialogue.
Looks like I'm getting close. He isn't meditating anymore. Now to slowly but surely drive him into a corner. Next, I'll ask what he planned to use the recipe book for. The Angel's recipe, did you know its true value?
Silly question. It contains Sir Master's best dessert recipes. Any pastry chef worth their salt would want it.
It seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this. Okay. Fine. Did you intend to win the Angel's recipe and use it to make desserts?
Of course, if I obtained the Angel's recipe, I was going to use it in my training.
I hear the Angel's recipe was worth a lot of money.
Stop making. I don't know the exact details, but that recipe book was much too valuable to be sold.
You seem to know quite a lot about the Angel's recipe.
Oh my god. It was explained to all the contest participants at the beginning of the contest.
In that case, you must know about the recipe book's true nature. It was not a recipe book for desserts at all.
Impressive, Sir Prosecutor. So you know the true nature of the Angel's recipe. The Angel's recipe. Some have called it the ultimate recipe book. It contained formulas for new medicines that were not yet on the market.
I wanted to become
Dude,
the
you would
ultimate
make
pastry
so much
chef.
fucking money. You make so much fucking money off of that.
Yeah, he knew
You're
the
telling me a
recipes.
pastry chef made this shit?
Yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Yeah, I know Mr. Master was like part of like a pharmaceutical family, but like still.
But like, what?
He knew the recipes were actually formulas for new medicines. This could be a useful clue. Alright. The Angel's recipe, did you know its true value?
Silly question. It contains Sir Master's best dessert recipes. Any pastry chef worth their salt would want it.
Looks like that clue will come in handy. You may have studied design in Zhengfa. However, your skills in lying could use more work. You just said earlier that the Angel's recipe contained formulas for medicines.
I'm not. You can't make me.
You weren't interested in desserts. You wanted the medicine formulas. Nope.
I go to sleep.
You
You wanted to be a pharmacist.
You wanted to be a pharmacist. The worst crime. Now, why would a pastry chef such as yourself be so interested in medicine? Perhaps what you were really after was the information about the new medicine. Ah, nice.
Ouch. No. I must have underestimated you, Sir Prosecutor. Yes, my goal was more than just the title of the world's greatest pastry chef. At the time, my son was ill. I needed the recipe for the medicine.
Oh, your son was ill. Tell me more
And
about
now
that.
he's dead.
And now he's dead.
I'm sorry. To protect my son's honor, I can say no more. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess. That's fair.
Judging by the worried look on his face, I must have struck a nerve.
Kill yourself. Oh, wait.
Chill.
I thought of a certain meme, but I remember.
Oh yeah.
Not appropriate. It is not appropriate.
I think I know which one you're talking about. Next, I need him to tell me more about his son's illness. Evil Edgeworth.
Evil Edgeworth.
This is it. This will be my final move of the game.
Will this really be the final testimony?
Wrap up this absurd case once and for all. What was the name of your son's illness?
Sir Prosecutor, how insensitive of you. My son was seriously ill. I will not be discussing this with the likes of you.
Alright. It seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Okay,
Tell me your son's illness now!
Now! Okay. What kind of person was your son?
My boy, he loved the desserts I made.
Did you enter the contest solely for your son?
Aw, that would have been sad. Sir Prosecutor, you can never understand the feelings of a father has for his son. Don't worry, I got a daughter coming up in a few months.
Yeah.
I wanted nothing more than to cure my boy's illness.
Literally next case. Like, wow. Next case is so rough. It's so good.
Oh yeah, it's something I know. That's
K
something happened.
case. Yeah.
Okay. Until the semifinals, my son would always drop by the contest venue to play.
Is that so? Wouldn't he get in your way? I doubt you had time to care for your son while you were challenging Mr. Master.
That may be so, but I wanted to grant my son's wish. He said he always wanted to be the first to eat my desserts. That's a little insensitive, Edgeworth.
Yeah! I'm tentatively playing this about your son. If he was so sick, wouldn't it be difficult for him to come and play with you?
That's a little insensitive, my guy.
Yeah.
My son's illness, it wasn't life-threatening.
Oh, okay. That might serve as a clue. Okay, so I can do this now. Okay. You told me your son's illness was not life-threatening. Is there really a need to be so secretive about it?
Again, that's insensitive, Edgeworth.
Yeah, he doesn't need to tell you, Edgeworth.
It was enough to keep him from living a normal life. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that must have been difficult for your son.
I tried everything I could to cure his illness. It wasn't fair for the poor boy. You could never taste the desserts he loved so much. Wait, did he have the same disease as Master?
He might have. I'm not doing the second
What
one,
is
yikes.
God.
The angel's recipe contains a cure for a certain illness. A remedy for that could also cure Mr. Master's taste disorder.
What? He had it too?
He had it too, I see. So your son suffers from a taste disorder.
I didn't think you'd figure it out so quickly.
In order to cure your son's taste disorder, you needed the recipe book. Wasn't that your true goal?
It is as you say.
Based on how he's acted up until now, it appears he's still hiding something. It seems I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Oh, really? Okay.
Really?
So I guess this... Did the angel's recipe have the only cure?
Yes, though the medicine is being sold everywhere now. At the time, the recipe book was my one and only option. That's why I continued making my desserts without joining the others for tea time.
So you weren't interested in what Mr. Master was making? You sure seemed confident in your chances of winning.
I couldn't be bothered to pay attention to the other contestants' desserts.
You just said earlier that you'd studied Mr. Master's works. In addition, if your goal was to win the contest in order to get the medicine formula, you must have been curious about the other contestants' entries as well.
Confused. There was time to sample the other desserts during the contest, but none of their entries had any flavor, so I didn't have to eat any of it. I suspect I may have been a bit nervous as well.
So, everything I ate tasted flavorless. This could be a useful clue. Okay. This is such a weird... I'm just... While I'm doing this, this is such a weird bit of the game. You're just flinging chess pieces at him in his head.
He has to visualize it.
Yeah, this is how
That's his power.
This is how he visualizes conversations. Chess. Okay. Being unable to taste anything, regardless of what you eat. Such a bitter illness. That reminds me, didn't you say something similar earlier? None of the entries had any flavor, so I didn't feel like eating any of it. Wasn't it? Perhaps your son wasn't the only one who suffered from a taste disorder. It's hard to imagine being a successful pastry chef without a sense of taste. Perhaps what you really wanted was to cure yourself.
That's completely ludicrous. 18 years ago, I made those desserts all by myself.
Oh.
Oop, music stopped.
It seems you caught yourself in a contradiction. Didn't you cooperate with Isaac Dover in the contest? You can hardly say you made the desserts all by yourself. Woo!
No.
You must take great pride in your abilities as a pastry chef. But to betray your pride and cooperate with another contestant, you did it all to cure your own disease.
Well done, Sir Prosecutor. It's as you say, the one with the taste disorder is not my son. It is I. No one knew. I've kept it a secret for 18 years.
It doesn't matter how long secret is kept. If you lie before me, I'll expose it. Dan Gustavia and Isaac Dover were both trying to obtain the recipes for the new medicines. Gustavia to cure his condition, and Dover most likely to sell the recipe book for money. For this reason, they enter the contest as a collaborative effort. And with that, checkmate.
Chess.
Chess.
Yes.
Ooh, logic test complete. Okay.
I've never told this to anyone. Well done. As you say, I developed a taste disorder 18 years ago.
Taste disorder?
It was a severe disorder. I was unable to discern any flavor at all. That actually is sort of depressing.
Yeah.
It's the one illness a pastry chef dreads above all.
Those symptoms sound a bit different from Mr. Master's taste disorder.
Mr. Master's condition is known as hypogeusia. It simply causes a decreased sensitivity to certain specific flavors. I'm sure it has caused Sir Master much pain, too. After all, no medication was available to cure it 18 years ago.
In order to cure your taste disorder, you would need Mr. Master's angel's recipe. And that's why you entered the contest, am I correct?
That was one of my goals, but I still have my sights set on the title of World's Greatest. When it comes to making desserts, I won't lose to anyone. Even without the ability to taste, I still have the utmost confidence in my flavors.
Oh, so I presume you also prepared your dessert in the finals with the intent to win.
That goes without saying.
According to what Mr. Shield told us earlier, the evaluation of Mr. Gustavia's entry was... who did Mr. Master?
I think I did. I think it was just normal.
Okay.
Up until the semi-finals, Mr. Gustavia's flavors and design were to my liking. Unfortunately, both the taste and appearance of his finals entry left much to be desired.
Oh, alright. It seems the dessert you made for the finals was not rated highly in regards to flavor. Mr. Gustavio, you'll tell us about how you made your dessert during the finals.
Stop making uncomfortable noises, sir. Stop growling, please.
Please.
Please. Very well. It seems I must teach you upstarts a lesson.
Oh.
Let's go.
Dessert for the finals.
Sir Dover and I cooperated until the finals. I handled the flavor, he was in charge of the design. However, for the finals, I wanted to challenge Sir Master with my own skills. I helped Sir Dover make his entry, but I made mine completely on my own. If the flavor of my entry wasn't good enough, my own lack of training was to blame. How about that, Sir Prosecutor? This is the truth of 18 years ago.
Ugh, I can't find any contradictions in his testimony.
Well, of course he isn't going to fess up that easily. This guy's been on the run for 18 years, after all. Guess we'll just have to keep on pressing him until he breaks, eh?
Yes. Okay, let me catch up with the wiki just in case I need it.
Mm-hmm.
One of his testimonies is why you can't arrest me.
Why you can't arrest me?
Okay. Alright. Finals. Sir Dover makes entry. Yep. That's new. Up until the finals, I heard that you received high praise for the flavor of your for the flavor of your desserts. Was there some sort of accident during the finals?
Nothing of the sort. I simply was unable to taste my work due to my taste disorder. My intuition must have been off, that's all.
Then, was your intuition fine while making Mr. Dover's entry? How could there be such a huge difference between the finals and the previous day?
Dot.
Dot. We're not getting anywhere at this rate. Should I change the topic? Semifinals? So, you're sure there wasn't anything different between the semifinals and the finals?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, Wiki says.
Edgeworth magnet. Oh, what is this?
There was another difference between the semifinals and finals. This photo depicts your son. We both know he came to visit you up until the finals.
That is correct. What does that have to do with anything?
Your son, who always came to see you to the semifinals, was not present for the finals. And then it was only in the finals that your flavor was judged poorly. I don't believe this to be a mere coincidence. Your son's visits must have been very important to you, were they not?
Oh my god, okay. A father who can work miracles when his son is watching. Oh, sorry. With my son cheering me on, I was able to make the most delicious desserts. Oh, that's because he was fucking dead, huh?
Mr. Gustavio sure sounds like a good father, doesn't he? If what he's saying is the whole truth, one could say so. But just hearing his son's cheers won't be enough to change the taste of his desserts. A confectioner confident in his sense of taste develops a taste disorder. It would have been difficult for him to maintain the taste of his desserts. Your son came to cheer you on. Was that really all he did?
You seem very doubtful, Sir Prosecutor. In that case, I'll turn this around and ask you.
No!
What else could my elementary school son have done besides cheer me on? He tasted your fucking desserts, dude. Dimwit.
I'm sure your elementary school son would have remembered the taste of your desserts.
Of course, my son always loved my desserts.
In that case, he would have been able to taste test your desserts in your place.
What did you say?
Earlier, you told us that you have a taste disorder. Oh, it's just flashback to him saying he has a taste disorder.
I never told anyone. Why is this flashback here? This was like 10 minutes ago. I've never done. As you say, I've developed a taste disorder 18 years ago. Should we already know?
This is just like anime. This happens so much in anime. It's just like flashback to last episode.
This isn't the same part. We already know that we're talking about a taste disorder for like 10 minutes now.
Yeah, like the Gregory Edgeworth stuff I can understand because that was like several parts ago.
But like, this is the same part.
We remember things, Gabe.
Talking about it.
Yeah, we have memories. No one else knew about your taste disorder. If Mr. Dover had found out, he would have ended your partnership. After all, you're in charge of the flavor.
Dots.
Yikes, Gustavia.
Yikes.
Your son didn't just cheer you on, he also helped you determine if your desserts tasted correct.
No. I see. Mr. Dover's dessert was made the day before, so it still tasted good.
Oh.
What are you saying is quite amusing, Sir Prosecutor. You say that my elementary school son assisted me as a taste tester. You are insulting my pride.
Your pride?
It's true, I had no sense of design 18 years ago. However, I won't lose to anyone when it comes to flavor. You had a taste. You claim I would cast aside my pride and rely. Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah? Don't get carried away with your foolish conjecture. You upstart.
Oh no, upstart. In that case, I'm sure your son can confirm if my theory is mere conjecture.
Joke's on you! I no longer have a son!
What?
Joke's on you, dipshit! He's dead!
He's dead!
taste disorder was cured, I went to train in Zhangfa immediately. During that time, I severed all-
What?
What?
You suck!
What? He was literally going on about how he loved his son so much. What do you mean?
Toxic parent. Disgusting.
Oh my god. I severed all ties with my son.
What? Don't tell me. You would even abandon your own son.
That's not all. Even today, the whereabouts of his son are still unknown.
Yikes.
You know, like, even if he doesn't get accused for this murder, I think he should be accused of killing his son.
Yeah,
like,
or like at least child abandonment.
Yeah, like, literally, if they can't fucking find this kid, that's his fault.
Yeah, that's his fault.
Yeah, he should have been arrested by now.
Yeah.
The police have been searching, but they haven't been able to find any traces of him. You wish to confirm my theory? I welcome you to try. Desserts are the only things that are important to me.
Desserts are more important than my son.
I hate. Oh my god, you're a terrible person. After regaining my sense of taste, my son no longer matters.
Oh my god.
He was literally talking about how much his son meant to him not even 20 minutes ago.
I almost sympathized with him, and now he's saying that desserts are more important than his son. So
Oh
I
my
think.
god.
Oh, hi, Courtney.
Order in the court. Are you gonna be on our side now?
Yeah.
Mr. Gustavius' actions are certainly inhumane. However, we are not here to judge whether or not he is a good father.
It's a crime to abandon your kid.
He abandoned his elementary school kid.
Why is he laughing?
This is like, what? He should be, what? Okay. Prosecutor Edgeworth, I believe this is your loss.
What? No!
After all, there is no evidence left from 18 years ago that could prove your theories. Deep breath.
Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing we can do? He abandoned his fucking son. Can we charge him on that? At this rate, we'll never find out the truth. Detective Gumshoe, where are those results? I wonder whose blood it could have been. I've asked forensics to look into it, sir. Right, I leave it to you, detective. I forgot who voiced him, but I don't know. I trusted Detective Gumshoe with the last piece of evidence. If only I knew who that blood belonged to.
Miles, there's still one thing that's bothering Uncle Ray.
The fact that he abandoned his own child at probably 8 years old.
Murdering his child who disappeared 18 years ago. No, like, legitimately, like, if somebody's kid disappears and, like, is assumed dead, then I think that a parent should be accused of murder. Like, you know, you get me?
Yeah. Yeah.
With
I
Mr.
think that,
Gustav.
isn't that already a thing? I know there's something that's sort of similar where, like, for example, if your child is, you know, underage and they use a weapon or like a gun or something to kill someone, it's the responsibility of the parent, because I think legally the parent should have it locked up in a way their kid can't get to it. And if their parent like allows them to have access to the gun, or like they just don't care, then it is on them and not the kid.
Yeah.
So I feel like that should apply here.
No, like, legitimately, it's like he clearly shows that he doesn't give a shit about his son. So
oh
like,
yeah, we have testimony from him.
It looks like he murdered his son, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He murdered him.
I would not be surprised if that is a twist here.
Was
yeah,
Mr. Gustavius. I'm so...
I mean, even if he didn't, like, murder his son, he still led to the death of his son.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't abandon a 9-year-old child.
Because of his negligence. And then he just fucking moved. Like, he tried to, like... He literally moved to a different country.
Yeah.
to like get away. Like,
Ah.
is there nothing wrong with this? Please tell me there's something wrong with this, and that he's
Please.
yeah. With Mr. Gustavia's only reason for coming to the art gallery to check on the body.
If he only wanted to confirm the body's presence, he wouldn't have needed to open the case.
That's right. Is there a way we can prove this?
There is one way. We just need that evidence from Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe!
Prosecutor Edgeworth, what are you talking about?
Mr. Edgeworth, sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Just the person I was talking about. Hi, Gumshoe.
Hi, Gumshoe, and Larry's just here.
He's still sketching. God damn. Larry, what are you doing?
He's trying his fucking best.
He has good art skills. I will give him that. Detective Gumshoe, I trust you have the test results. Hi, Gumshoe. Of course, sir.
Hi,
I just got
Gumshoe.
the report back from the lab.
Detective, please be silent.
I will lose if you say anything.
So, this is the evidence that Prosecutor Edgeworth was talking about. Huh? Hey, oh my god, what was your voice? Huh? Hey, what's this? This is the first time I've heard of this. Heard of it.
This was a request from me. I asked him to investigate a certain piece of evidence.
Why? Why is everyone always helping you out?
Because this is Miles Edgeworth investigations, not Sebastian the Best investigations.
I'm the one in charge of the crime scene.
Mr. DeBest, I apologize for taking matters into my own hands, but how about we hear this report first?
You did a shitty. Sure.
He's gentle with him a little bit. I like that. Detective Gumshoe, what were the results? God. I'm dying, sir. Here's a report, sir. Sir, the poison gas must have gone in there. The traces of blood found in the Gemini sculpture belong to the victim of the poison gas, Dane Gustavia.
What are you saying?
Good work, Detective Gumshoe. As I thought, my theory was correct. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean?
We too would like an explanation. What on earth does this blood prove?
It's the key to the entire case. But it's also a knife and a key. This blood is something the culprit of the IS-7 incident tried to conceal.
It can't be. That's...
This blood was found inside the glass case of the Gemini sculpture. In other words, your blood was found alongside Mr. Dover's body.
No! Why would Mr. Gustavia's blood be in a place like that?
Dots. If you intend to remain silent, then I'll reveal the truth myself. In the Gemini case, aside from blood, we also found traces of salt and sugar.
Salt and blood.
And only one of Mr. Dover's sherbet desserts tasted salty.
Come to think of it, I remember Miss Delicious saying the same thing 18 years ago.
Oh yesy, his sherbet was most delicious.
Really? I wish I could have eaten some too.
But there was one piece that was so salty I couldn't eat it. Salty? It's right here in this photo. It was a part of that lyre. That's the lyre from the Gemini constellation. Exactly. For some reason, salt had been mixed into the lyre. No other traces of salt were found in Dover's room.
In that case, please explain. Where did the salt detected in the lyre come from?
know this.
I guess it's a salt lamp.
Nope, there we go.
This is the rock salt lamp used as a murder weapon in the IS-7 incident.
I believe part of this rock salt lamp was mixed in with the sherbet from the liar. At the time of the murder, there were 2 rock salt lamps in Mr. Master's room. One of those lamps took Mr. Dover's life. We know that Mr. Dover's blood was left behind on the murderous lamp. However, murderous lamp. However,
Murderous lamp.
there were no traces of anyone's blood found at the crime scene in Mr. Master's room. Because the killer disposed of all the desserts with traces of blood into the streams of water, right?
Edgeworth, you become Raymond Shields.
Yeah. No other traces of salt were found in Mr. Dover's room.
Speaking of which, weren't the 2 rock salt lamps found in Miss Delicious's room also broken?
It looks like both the lamps and the pillars are broken.
Both of their light bulbs are broken. Maybe they were dropped on the floor. We never did figure out why the other rock salt lamp was broken. Maybe Mr. Gustavia's blood was on the other lamp.
If your blood was found in the lamps of the crime scene, you would have been suspected. As the culprit, you would have needed to conceal all traces of your blood from the police.
Don't tell me he concealed it in the sherbet liar.
I put my blood in the sherbet. Exactly.
Wait!
The rock salt lamp in his blood was mixed into the sherbet liar hidden inside the glass case. He hid his blood inside the liar. Unlike the fountain's water, the sherbet desserts would have not been analyzed right away. Perhaps he had planned to dispose of the sherbet when the opportunity presented itself.
Oh my god. Fucking what? Then, the reason Mr. Gustavia came to this gallery.
18 years ago, the body and the evidence pointing to the killer were both stolen. Even the killer could not have anticipated that. There was no way of knowing when the body and the evidence would be discovered.
So he planned to destroy the evidence before Zodiac Art Gallery's grand opening. Thoughts.
Dame Gustavia, isn't it about time you confessed? You are the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. Monsieur Gustavia, you're the reason Monsieur Master is...
No. Mr. Gustavia. Could it be, after all this time, my crime is finally brought to light? The prosecutors and defense attorneys 18 years ago never even came close. Bravo, bravo! Well done, Sir Prosecutor.
So you admit that you killed Mr. Dover?
It is true. I killed Isaac Dover. But he had only himself to blame.
It was his fault I killed him.
I am the victim here.
I am the victim here. What do you mean?
Dover and I were together in order to win the contest. No matter who won, we agreed that we'd share the angel's recipe. But on the day of the finals, he stabbed me in the back.
With a knife.
With a knife. Sir Dover, this isn't what we agreed to.
I'm sorry, Gustavia. The deal is off.
What? But I made your desserts for you. I'm the reason you got this far.
And what of it? Can you prove that you assisted me in any way?
Yeah? Dover, you were planning to betray me all along. Because of Dover's treachery, I was forced to make my finals entry on my own. It's just as Sir Prosecutor said, my son assisted me every day until the finals.
What about your pride as a confectionery artist?
A proud chef loses the ability to taste his own creations. That's a feeling an upstart like you would never understand. Mastering the art of dessert making is my reason for being. It is my one and only pride.
Committing murder for the sake of pride. That's another feeling I'll never understand. To say nothing of abandoning your own son. Such a thought disgusts me.
Before you judge me, first understand what happened 18 years ago. On the day of the finals, my son never came to assist me.
It was his fault. I am the victim here.
I am the victim here. Thinking back on it now, I suppose Dover had a hand in that as well. Did Dover fucking kill the kids?
Oh my god. Huh? What exactly happened to your son?
I do not know, but it no longer... You are a vile human being. Ever since that day, my son meant nothing to me. From what I hear, he's still missing.
I actually really like this
You are
character as a villain.
Being,
I really
and
like.
I hope you go to hell.
Yeah, no, he sucks. I really like this character as a villain, though, like in this case, just because it is about Gregory, and like,
yeah,
he was great. But in contrast, this guy, you know, desserts are more important than my son.
Desserts are more important than my son.
I was the victim here. My son didn't assist me in my dessert making.
Oh my god.
He sucks. That's awful, giving up on him like that. Without your son, you had no chance of winning, correct?
No, okay, legitimately, he would have been arrested for this shit, right?
Oh
like,
yeah, absolutely.
He would have been arrested for negligence.
Yeah.
Yes, and since I was guaranteed to lose, I needed a failsafe. So he killed him.
So I killed my son.
During the afternoon tea time, I made my way to Sir Master's room. I just needed to take a photo of the cure to my taste disorder. It would have all worked out. If only Dover hadn't interfered.
Oh. Ah, Gustavia. Trying to steal a picture of my prize, are you? That hardly seems sporting.
You.
Cure for taste disorders. Oh, you have a taste disorder, don't you? Ha, this is rich. A pastry chef who can't taste.
Dover, you. God.
Puny worm. You're in no position to oppose me.
Why you?
Alright. Okay, so they were both shitty. Okay, fine.
Fine, they were both shitty people. When I attempted to hit Dover, he struck me and set me flying.
Really?
What?
Dover was actually One Punch Man.
I crashed into one of the rock salt lamps, and that was when my blood stained on it.
So Mr. Dover... Oh, wrong voice. So Mr. Dover wasn't the first one to be injured.
To conceal my blood, I shaved away part of the rock salt lamp and mixed it into the sherbet.
Blood shivered.
Yummy.
Yummy.
After that, it became a part of the liar sculpture. So, that's how you tried to erase your traces from the crime scene. Dover tried to blackmail me by using his knowledge of my taste disorder. If I didn't want it to become public, I was to pay him a large sum. That shouldn't matter.
Yeah. So, that's the reason why you killed Isaac Dover.
No, exactly. What reason do I have to let those who obstruct me live?
Alright.
He was the one who drew first blood. I simply gave him his desserts.
He started it.
I'm the victim here.
I'm the victim here. So that was his motive.
I carried a rock salt lamp that bore my blood into Dover's room. Then I came up with a hiding place where it could not be easily found. I get it. That room contained plenty of tools for sculpting sherbet. Your deduction is spot on, Sir Attorney. It was the ideal place to shave away the rock salt. I then proceeded to coat the surface of the sherbet wire with vast amounts of the salty mixture.
But why? Why did you try to pin the crime on Monsieur Master?
He didn't mean to, huh?
No.
You're wrong to blame me for that, Lady Catherine. If not for your unnecessary meddling, Sir Master would never have been a suspect. Oh, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. Why do you think I hid the murder weapon and fluorescent cloth in Lady Delicia's room?
There's only one reason why you'd place a murder weapon in someone else's room. You wanted to pin the crime on Delicia.
You're
Me?
here?
Yeah, she's here?
What?
I forgot!
Yes, that is correct.
Kesty, why me?
As one who sought to be the world's best confectioner, I greatly respected Sir Master. It was never my intention to cast suspicion on him. But an insolent woman who dared to sully the contest with fake desserts. I had no problem letting someone like you take the blame for the crime.
I think making fake desserts is not as bad as murder.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
That makes me sad.
That makes me sad. You make me sad, man.
If not with other people's desserts, the body would never have been found. So for everybody. It was when Sir Master would be It was when Sir Master would be judging Lady Delicia's room. That's when I finally saw an opportunity to freeze the body, but before I could move the body, Lady Catherine had already discovered it.
Why did you need to freeze Monsieur's body?
I needed to add it to my collection. Why indeed?
In fact, my room is full of frozen bodies. Monsieur Edgeworth, please tell us. Why would Monsieur Gustavia have needed to freeze the body? I guess throw off the time of death. That would probably make most sense right now. I don't know. Mr. Gustavia intended to freeze the body in order to throw off the time of death. If the time of death had coincided with the tea party, Mr. Gustavia would have been suspected.
That is correct. Preparations were necessary to freeze the body while I was preparing in Dover's room. I placed the body in the treasure chest in Sir Master's room. I could think of no better hiding place at the time. But thanks to the glutinous pharmacist, the lid of the chest broke.
But why did you disguise him as an ice sculpture? Once the body was discovered, there would be no time to throw off the time of death. To buy time, you needed to hide it someplace else. How horrid. How could you hide Monsieur Dover's body within one of his own works?
It all would have worked out if the body hadn't been discovered while it was in Sir Master's room. If everything had gone according to plan, Sir Master would never have been arrested.
So, because I discovered the body, it's my fault Monsieur Master was...
Gate, don't take his words to heart. Even if suspicion hadn't fallen on Mr. Master, Miss Delicious would have taken the fall. No matter who he targeted, the one at fault here is Mr. Gustavia himself. The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also a dunce. To think that he never reported the missing body to the prosecutor.
Prosecutor Von Carber indicted Mr. Master without knowing the body had vanished.
Well, I see. That would explain why he looked so flustered at the crime scene. Although, it's something that would stand out if you read the official documents.
Could someone have intentionally distorted the information? At any rate, Ron Carver found out about the missing body after he had made his indictment. And if he had let one person be acquitted, he'd have a stain on his much prided perfect record. That's why he's concealed the fact that the body was hidden and had Mr. Master declared guilty.
What are you saying?
For 18 years, that man has taken the blame for your crimes. Don't you feel anything at all?
I don't care what you say.
What a monster! I'm arresting him right here, right now, sir.
No, I will continue to be a bitch. No!
Okay, what she's about to say is actually out of her control right now.
No, Courtney. Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that will be impossible.
Don't die!
So you figured it out. That's correct. You have no right to sentence me. Oh yeah, it's because of this. Fucking
yeah,
hell.
That's why he told us everything.
Oh.
What? But the culprit is standing right in front of us.
No. Allow me to tell you the reason why you can't arrest me. Why?
Why you can't arrest me?
Can you just tell us, please? It's been 18 years since I murdered Dover.
Okay.
Okay, dude. The statute of limitations for murder in this country is 15 years, is it not? In other words, it's impossible for you to arrest me. I only confessed my crime because the statute of limitations had expired. I'm tired.
The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years. Yep, it's a number that keeps popping up in this game. Okay, Wiki, I'm not... Mr. Edgeworth, is there nothing we can do? I've said this literally 5 times. There's always something. As long as the statute of limitations remains, arresting him is impossible. No way!
My sincerest apologies, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
I'm going to let a murderer escape.
Neither Mr. Gustali's testimony nor your logic can be taken as logical legal proof. As official, not logical. The verdict of the trial 18 years ago cannot be overturned.
Luckily, this is like the very end. Like, this is very easy to get through this. But what about the fact that Mr. Dover's body was hidden? I'm so glad they didn't turn this into like another like tree man case. Just like
tree man
from the final case of the first investigations game. The old guy.
The what?
Wait, what was his name? He was like the ambassador of...
Oh, the first investigation game.
Yeah, the first investigations game. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I thought you said like something fucking like I thought you just said like Bethy something.
Oh yeah. It was the guy who's like, I'm not sure if he was an ambassador of Zing Fa or.
And this really will be the final testimony.
He was so crappy. The thing with that is that it ended really perfectly right before he even had a part of like the final bit. I would have preferred that string to have been left untied than to have like 5 different testimonies from that one guy when you know it's him.
Yeah.
I honestly, when I played through the first investigations game, I stopped at the point where it basically ends. I just skipped him entirely. He's funny only in Jello's videos.
Yeah, because I'm watching Jello videos. It's like estimated time of arrival 5 hours when they're like, oh my god, this really will be the final testimony.
It was really bad. Everyone hates him.
As they should. That's so annoying.
They could have done that with this. I'm so glad they didn't.
Really? I wonder about that. Overturning a verdict of the goddess of law is much harder than you think.
Oh my god. Is the PIC really trying to justify the verdict from 18 years ago? Stop laughing!
How unfortunate, Sir Prosecutor.
Is there nothing I can do? Is there no way to continue pursuing Mr. Gustavia? I don't know, there's probably something, man. It's his attorney.
Face attorney.
Okay. First on the second statement. I'm not doing this on my own. This is such a short part.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible that some of your actions 18 years ago were not affected by the statute.
It's been so long, I've got nothing left to hide. Ask me anything you'd like.
Very well. Could you explain to me what you did during these past 18 years?
Certainly. After all, after the contest, the medicine from the recipe book allowed me to cure my taste disorder.
I just forgot I should probably save.
Good idea. I then immediately headed to Zane Fa to train my design skills. So he wasn't seen. Oh my god. So he wasn't seen ever since the case because he was in a foreign country. Indeed, and I'm certain that I went abroad to train about 1 year after that case, right before Sir Master's final trial began. And thanks to my training, I am now a confectioner unparalleled in both taste and design.
Hey, look, it did get better, see?
It did get better. It's a wolf.
It's very good. You should not be proud of a position earned through the sacrifices of others.
You can't bake a cake without breaking a few eggs. Sacrifices were necessary for my goal.
I think you can bake a cake without breaking a few eggs, man.
Yeah, I think there are vegan cakes out there.
That's horrible.
Say what you will. The fact still remains that you cannot arrest me.
I have to get more information out of Mr. Gustavia. Was there anything of note in his recent testimony? Training in Zengfa. Could you please address the details about your training in Zengfa to your testimony? Add the details, whoops.
Certainly. Afterwards, I trained in Zengfa to become the world's best confectioner. Passport.
It says statute of limitations.
That's not a passport.
Tisk tisk.
Tisk tisk.
One of the conditions regarding the statute of limitations for murder is as follows. If the suspect flees to a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns.
That's so funny.
So the statute of limitations was suspended while you're overseas. Oops.
Oh my god.
Whoops. That's right. The statute of limitations stopped while you're training in Zengfa. Oh.
Indeed, it is possible that the statute of limitations has not expired yet.
So you just confessed everything.
Oh my god.
And now you get arrested.
Mr. Gustavia, please tell us how long you stayed in Zengfa. Oh my god, is he gonna lie now? It would be exactly 3 years. 3 years? Wait, let's calmly think this over. This case occurred 18 years ago. The statute of limitations is 15 years, and he was away for 3.
15 plus 3 is exactly 18 years, I'm sure of it. I can do math. Mr. Edgeworth, we did it. The statute of limitations hasn't expired yet.
Exactly 18 years, you say? How amusing.
So, you realized... Why are you laughing? The statute of limitations still applies.
Okay, it's frustrating, but... The case occurred in December. It's April now, which means... Strictly speaking, the case occurred 18 years and 4 months ago. His stay abroad wasn't quite enough. You were just a few months short.
Not enough? That's...
Like I said, it's impossible for you to arrest me.
He must have known all about this when he confessed to his crimes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, it really is a shame. If it was just 1 year earlier, the statute of limitations would not have run out.
Ugh.
Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crime.
Smack.
Courtney, I'm sorry, Courtney. You're so hard to like. You are just a bitch. Yeah. It seems you are simply incapable.
Ugh. This can't be the end. So, Manchu Gustavia really is beyond the law's reach.
Gabe, what are you thinking?
Objection.
If you're thinking of taking matters in your own hands, I implore you to reconsider.
She just murders him on the spot.
Takes out a clock. There still might be a way to bring this man to justice.
What?
Miles, remember the facts of the case 18 years ago. Just as you were mistaken earlier, it seems Mr. Gustavia has also overlooked one key detail.
Overlooked?
He wasn't present during Mr. Masters' final trial, so he doesn't know the outcome of the trial. There may yet be a way for you to arrest him. Miles, overlook that book on the statute of limitations again.
Why is he doing, like, quotes fingers? Look over that book on the statute of limitations again.
17 years ago, Master was falsely declared guilty for a serious crime. Thanks to that verdict, we aren't out of ammunition just yet.
Mr. Shields,
wait,
you don't
is it because the verdict was declared a year after the crime?
Oh,
so
you're right.
The statute of limitation, so he can still be arrested.
Yeah.
Oh. Those who undermine the goddess of law's verdict must bear the burden of their crimes. I am Mr. Master's attorney. I can't use his suffering as a weapon in good conscience. For that reason, I leave the rest up to you.
The trial my father and Von Karma battled over. Can I use that to arrest Mr. Gustavia? What should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yeah? My father and Von Karma. Their paths diverged. One revealed the truth and the other concealed it. The path that I choose is the one that reveals the truth.
I see no further reason to prolong this trial. I feel like, Courtney, you should know this shit, right? You're a judge. You should know this shit.
She should.
I hereby find Dame Gustavia not guilty.
Overruled. Gustavia will stand in court for his crimes.
Do you mean to say you have found a way to arrest Mr. Gustavia?
Exactly. I'll show Judge Courtney the evidence that will shatter the statute of limitations. Apparently this.
I would think it would be I thought it would be the fucking statute of limitations.
You'd think.
You think?
Suspect data. The suspect data page. At the trial, Jeffrey Master was found guilty of being an accomplice to murder, and it took 1 year to arrive at this verdict.
Right, that is indeed true.
I'm just wondering how her braids work.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier. Like,
she must have some sort of ponytail at the end, you'd think.
Yeah, I guess it's like several braids, and then she just like props them up and then puts pins at the top.
I guess. Yeah, and then, you know, the strand of hair that comes off makes no sense. But,
Yeah,
you know, this is dirty, whatever. Slab of meat.
Slab of meat.
This book lists conditions in which the statute of limitations can be put on hold. The first, as I have said earlier, is if the suspect flees to a foreign country. But there's one more. Disc. If possible accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached.
What are you saying? Sir Master was found to be an accomplice. That's right. Mr. Master was sentenced after you left for your trip to Zhangfua. And he was found guilty not of being the culprit, but of being an accomplice. But it seems you didn't know that. Oh, so he wasn't the murderer.
Yeah, they never convicted him as actually being the murderer. They just convicted him of helping the murderer. They never actually caught the murderer.
Oh. Okay. So does he get out of jail?
He should.
He should. That's absurd. Sir Master never committed any crimes to begin with. You should certainly know this.
Of course we do. That is why we're going to free him. To that end, we'll shatter the one remaining obstacle in our way, the statute of limitations. You fled to Zhangfua for 3 years, and Jeffrey Master was being tried as an accomplice for 1 year. Put it all together, we see that the total time limit for this case is 19 years. In other words, the statute of limitations is not over for you yet.
I was still right. Yeah. The goddess of law is unerring in her judgments. However, it seems that the prosecutor at the time was not. I cannot believe it, but it seems like the case will have to be reopened.
Woo!
This is absurd.
Objection.
You cannot arrest me. For the last 18 years, an innocent man has suffered greatly in your steam. Mr. Gustavia, it's now time for you to atone for your crimes. No. I have finally earned my place as the greatest confectioner in the world. To achieve that goal, I cast everything aside, even my own son. How do you have him in this first place?
What a shame. You can't run from your crimes any longer. Love his breakdown.
Oh? Oh? Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Did DGS reference that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, a true moment.
Dane Gustavia has been taken into custody, sir.
Oh my god, what was your voice? I never forgot. Yeah, so you're up next, right?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
Everyone, I'm truly sorry for all the trouble I caused.
Wait, people ship these two, right?
Maybe?
I think I've seen stuff of them together. Not a lot, but like some.
Me too.
Yeah, let's check if it's like okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
fine.
alright, yeah, okay, fine, yeah. Sure.
I mean, it does seem like he cares about her.
Yeah, he does. And thank you very much for catching Monsieur Gustavia. What you did cannot be overlooked, even if the crimes you committed were in response to a past injustice. As a prosecutor, I'm terribly sorry for what happened. No, I'm only getting what I deserve, since I was the cause of all this.
I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her like I feel bad for Olive Green.
Yeah.
Kate, will you have me as your attorney? That's sort of okay. I get it. I get it. I see you guys. I'm not quite the same useless kid I was 18 years ago. I won't let them find you guilty.
I love that expression.
Aw.
Oh, but Chief Shields. Yes, thank you so much.
It's really cute.
Yeah, they're nice. Sorry to interrupt, but it's time to go. Yes, alright.
Damn, you froze a body for 18 years.
I can't believe she did that. I'll keep a body in her freezer and I'll never open the freezer again.
Oh my god.
Judge Courtney,
You're a bitch.
I can't help but feel that you've been dishonest with me.
Dishonest? Whatever you mean.
You said that the verdict could not be overturned, but that was not the case. A reinvestigation and retrial were obviously required as soon as the missing body was found.
I have no need to. So hard to like you.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what's wrong with the law.
This is why it is corrupt, and we are going into the dark age of the law because shit like Courtney exists.
Yeah.
I have no need to answer to you.
It seems she doesn't intend to ever give me an answer.
Did this game come out after Apologistus? Because I don't remember.
Hold on. Okay, Guakuten Kenji 2.
Yakuten. Oh, my mother called me. I was like, oh, I'm mute for a bit.
Okay, so Ace Attorney 2 is 2011. Apollo Justice was 2007, so this was after Apollo.
Okay, that makes sense, I feel like.
Yeah.
I
So
think that makes sense.
they were actually like sort of teasing what might happen later on. A little bit.
Yeah, I saw somebody mention it, and I was like, oh, interesting. I didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, chronologically,
Well,
I think the last case of this game takes like place like 3 weeks before Phoenix is disbarred, which is
That's
really
fucked up.
sad. Yeah, it's really fucked up.
Really fucked up.
Yeah, no, it sucks. Yeah, especially since like it ends with him like gushing about Phoenix and stuff. But
Aw, no.
Yeah.
They knew
Okay.
it anyway.
ugh,
Also, let me call my mom.
okay.
Hold up. Okay, my mom's getting my lunch for me. Hee but she's gonna be late. And we never know what that's gonna be. Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PIC has you in its sights. The IRS are gonna get you.
Oh no, Edgeworth, watch out.
They will receive a report on everything you did here today.
Oops.
And you will most likely be required to appear before them. Now then, I shall take my leave.
Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth caught the real bad guy. Didn't he do his job as a prosecutor?
Exactly.
No matter how things turn out, I will never regret what I did here today. Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, Prosecutor Edgeworth!
What is it?
Why, are you always sticking your nose into cases that you're not even involved with? Please have a character arc.
Oh, he will. He absolutely will.
I know, I'm just waiting for it to happen.
My duty is to reveal the truth. Not only as a prosecutor, it's just who I am.
I don't get it.
As long as you continue to think that being the best is all that matters, I doubt you ever will.
Ouch. Well, I don't get that either. I'm going home. You're so pathetic.
What was that all about? There's much he still needs to learn. Huh? No.
No.
What is it? I knew Greggy's son could do it. Nope. Thanks for helping Jeffy. Well, I think I was voicing Larry. Yo, Wedgie, great job solving that case. I forgot I was here. Well, I was busy drawing, so I didn't really catch all of it. Huh, where did Katie and Dusty run off to? Lorries, you really weren't paying much attention at all, were you? Well, I hate to admit it, but Larry's doodles actually helped us out a few times. I should say something nice to him. Don't glare at me like that, I'm sorry! It was not my intention to glare at you.
That platted an Edgeworth glare. You're just like your old man.
Is that so?
Well then. Uncle Ray's gonna go pay Mr. Master a visit. You wanna tag along?
I'd be happy to accompany you. Oh, me too! I'm trying to read something on Twitter and voice act at the same time. Someone said Toby Fox was lazy, and I'm reading the entire thread.
Is he though? He sort of made like an entire game from scratch.
Yeah. Like a few things he might have a few things he might have like not put his full effort into. It doesn't make him lazy as a person. Like, jeez, yeah. Twitter's so weird. So this is Jeffrey Master. What's he like?
Phil, he's a really nice and gentle guy. He's still doing his best to make people happy. He always cooks desserts for the inmates. Oh, that's really cute. Nowadays, all the prisoners and guards look forward to snack time at 3 o'clock.
Wow, that's nice. I wanted to eat his desserts too. So the chocolate cake we saw in the prison the other day.
Oh shit.
He was the one who made it?
Okay, I forgot something.
Oh, Gummy, why are you here? I heard everybody was coming to visit, so I escorted Mr. Master myself. Oh, he's older.
Oh my god. What's that mean? Hello, one and all. I am Jeffrey Master.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth at your service. And I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday.
Ho ho. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Mr. Master, Miles is your old defense attorney's son. You mean Mr. Gregory's? Your father has done so much for me. And yet, I betrayed his good faith when I made the false confession. Aw.
I've heard the details from Mr. Shields.
Mr. Master, I came here today to tell you everything we've learned about 18 years ago. Are we gonna have a flashback of the entire fucking case?
Time to do it again.
18 years ago. Kay committed a crime for my sake. Why would she do such a thing? Mrs. Hall has been trying to prove you innocent for the past 18 years. She was willing to do whatever it took to save you. Kate, she shouldn't have gone through so much trouble for an old man who let her down. I'm sad.
This hurts. Mr. Master, I don't think you realize just how much Miss Hall cares for you. I have something here that clearly proves the two of you share an unbreakable bond. I need to get this right.
Chocolate. It's gotta be chocolate, right?
It's probably the chocolate.
An unbreakable bond.
Yep, you're right.
It's the fucking chocolate.
Alright. This should give Mr. Master some peace of mind. Take that!
Take that! Throws the chocolate at him. These chocolates, the cake cake.
Cake.
The cake. The cake to make them.
She did. They're really sweet and tasty. She's been making these chocolates for the past 18 years, so that she could give them to you whenever you returned.
Oh, that's really sad. Kate. I'm sure they are very, very sweet.
Yes, they truly are. Unfortunately, I cannot give them to you now, but I can hand them over later in secret, pal. It is against the rules, but right now, I don't have the authority to stop him.
Oh, thank you very much. Say, you remind me of an old friend. Do you know of a Detective Bad? Detective Bad.
Of course I do. Detective Bad is my #1 role model, pal.
Where is Detective? He doesn't show up for the rest of the game, right?
He's currently in prison.
Wait, what?
Yeah, at the end of, the first Investigations game, he confesses to being the Yatagarasu. Or at least part of it, and because that had been they had been trying to arrest the Yatagarasu for years, he turned himself in after the last case.
Bad.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, I think he does come back in this, but it hurts.
How uncanny. Talk about fate. Mr. Master, it's looking like we'll be able to get you out soon. I can only apologize that it took 18 years to do so. Raymond, I'm the one who should be apologizing. No, that's not it. What I really should be saying is... Thank you. Oh. Mr. Master. Now it's my turn to wait for Kate. Oh my god! I'll make her favorite sweets every day until she returns. Please look after her, Raymond. You got it.
This sucks. Everything sucks.
This sucks.
The IS-7 incident, the case I inherited from my father. After 18 long years, it's finally coming to a close.
Miles, thanks for today. I'm sorry for leaving that final decision to you.
No, I made that decision of my own free will. Eh? What are you talking about?
To arrest Gustavia, we had no choice but to use Mr. Master's false charge. To use Mr. Master's false charge, which I was originally supposed to protect him from. The attorney inside of me simply could not do it.
So that's how it was.
But, after this, Uncle Ray is going to try to clear away that false charge as well.
Oh yeah, they had to basically admit that Master was an accomplice.
Oh!
Yeah, and Ray couldn't do that. Yeah.
That shit sucks.
That hurts. Yes, I understand. What? But if they find out about the false charge, they won't be able to arrest Mr. Gustavia, right?
Sorry, that's true. It sure is a contradiction in the law. The way the law is right now, it isn't completely right.
A contradiction in the law.
Well, who knows what will happen. The law evolves and grows, just like all of us do. So wait, sorry, I'm like looking through Twitter, and one of my mutuals just tweeted, "What were Kazuma's true intentions? He wanted to bang you in Europe, Ryunosuke."
Ryunosuke, you should know this.
Just like Uncle Ray and Miles have grown up, you know?
People in the law both grow.
Miles. To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. I want you to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on.
I will.
Well, if you ask Uncle Ray, you'll always be welcome down at the office. Alrighty then, looks like it's time for Uncle Ray to get going. Next time I see you, I'll be sure to thank you again. Really though, thanks for today.
Mr. Shields seemed to be in a bit of a hurry. Indeed. I should be the one thanking him. I was able to face my father's last case because of him. When I was young, I wanted to become a great defense attorney like my father. However, under Prosecutor Von Karmer, I learned the ways of a prosecutor. Thanks to a certain friend, I was able to discover my own path in life. We're not going to talk about Phoenix, are we? We don't say Phoenix right in this game. However, right now, there are forces trying to take me off the prosecutor's path. Maybe now is the perfect time to think about how I should live my life.
You know, this game makes me really want to DGS investigations.
Yeah!
Like this fucking ending dialogue of Edgeworth. You know who should go through this? Redacted. I cannot say because spoilers.
Yeah, redacted. No, I agree though.
I cannot say on stream. But like,
it would be so nice.
It would be so because like the ending of DGS 2 was like nice, I guess, but like I feel like it was very misguided.
Yeah.
You know, like I want to strike out other people's demons when I was almost consumed by my own. Like no, that's
yeah,
that's wrong. That's wrong. You're just contradicting. You're saying that you deserve to be. That like you deserve to like if you had. It just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So
yeah, and also, yeah, investigations games are really good at like, you know, taking characters apart and re-examining them, and I think DGS could use that.
I think DGS has several characters that they could work with that never really got like the full resolution they needed.
Yeah.
Like Yosuke and Susanoo definitely got the resolution they needed. I'd rather them be like outside forces or like the last case sort of deal. But like for like Barack Van Zeeks, Maria Gori, Gina Lestrade, Redacted especially. Redacted especially. It's like they also all these characters have very similar problems.
Yeah.
So like I feel like this is how DGS investigations can win.
Yeah. No, it would be super good for the game. Yeah, and the thing I really like about this game is they really like get into Gregory Edgeworth because he's such like a taboo almost because you know, he's a major trauma for Edgeworth, so he's not mentioned very much.
Yeah.
But they really pick him apart in this, and I really like that so much because you
Yeah.
know, he's just the dead guy that causes a lot of traumas for everyone in the first game. You know.
Yeah, and also like I like that like they sort of humanize prosecutors because I feel like for most of like the Ace Attorney games, like prosecutors are seen as like the evil other side who tried to get
Yeah.
you know? But
Yeah.
like I feel like this sort of re-examines what a prosecutor is, which I feel like Redacted really needs.
Yes,
He
absolutely.
really needs it. And this
Yeah.
is how DGS investigations is gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's yeah, it needs it. And this is
It
really
needs
good.
it. It needs it.
Oh, Ray gets a bit of line.
Gregory. My nose. I'm sorry that it took so long. Aw. May have taken 18 years. But finally, you've proven Mr. Master's innocence. Miles, your son, help me with that. The way you fought for the truth. He was just like you, Gregory. I'm still not the kind of attorney you were. But I will forever carry on the convictions I inherited from you. And if I can, together with him.
That's so nice.
That's so cute. Aw.
To fight crime as a prosecutor, or to save people as a defense attorney. The path I choose is. Love this case.
Roll credit.
Well, and now we take everything Edward learned there, and we put it in the next case, and we say, hey, someone you love is in trouble. How will you react? Okay. Save.
Save.
Actually, I won't trust it until I start it perfectly. I think we can probably stop here, but
We could. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm down to continue for a little bit more.
Okay. Yeah, we can do a little bit of this. Okay.
Mhm.
That remembers this. Okay, yeah. He's put on trial.
Oh, hi,
Today's
Edgeworth.
deliberation will be about Miles Edgeworth's aptitude and ability as a prosecutor. This trial is really trippy. Who are you? Why are you wearing that raincoat?
Art in this game is very nice. Oh, bye, Kay.
Bye, Kay.
Bye, Kay.
Kay fucking dies.
Bye. Toodaloo.
Meanwhile, Edward's reading.
Meanwhile.
And Kay falls past his window.
Meanwhile,
April 5th.
Gumshoe is sleeping on his feet.
Gumshoe. Calm down. You're getting dust everywhere. I've already cleaned this room 3 times since this morning. Well, now you'll need to do it a 4th time. You're way too calm, sir. What if they actually take your badge? A decision has not yet been made. But it looks like it's pretty much decided. Don't you remember what Judge Courtney said?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, the PIC has you at its sights. They will receive a report on everything you did here today. And you will most likely be required to appear before them.
I have been ordered to attend the meeting. That is all. I hate this, sir. I won't be able to work with you anymore. As a detective, perhaps you should welcome this turn of events. You would no longer have to work with such troublesome prosecutor as myself. Why would you say something like that, sir? The problem is with the PIC and their false accusations. Mr. Edgeworth, don't tell me you actually want to become a defense attorney. Because you can't do that. Being a prosecutor is exactly what makes you Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. A defense attorney, huh? I became a prosecutor because of the incident where I lost my father. However, the reason I became interested in the legal world was because my father, who passed away, had been a defense attorney.
To fight crime as a prosecutor, to save people as a defense attorney. You want to think carefully about how you want to live your life from now on.
Are you listening, sir? I don't like this one bit. There's no need for you to be so pessimistic. Maybe my replacement will be more lenient during your salary assessments. I see. That way I can eat more than just instant noodles every day. Wait, what am I saying? That's not the point here. He was actually imagining it. We're busy right now. Come back later, pal. Hi, nurse. Do you want to be the nurse?
Yeah, I'll be nurse. Paging Mr. Edgeworth. Is there Mr. Miles Edgeworth here?
Mr. Edgeworth is busy now. I'll listen to whatever you have to say later, pal.
This isn't good. Your face has become all red. A red face, a red face.
Like I said, we're kind of busy right now, so...
I've got it. You have a tummy ache, right? This calls for an injection stat. Please roll up your sleeves.
Let me stab you. No, I'm perfectly healthy. What about you, B?
I'm so sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Karen Jensen. Caring.
I have no idea. I love this. I actually skipped to Diag Hospital. I'm sorry, but nobody here is sick. You must have the wrong room. Edgeworth's about to freak out in a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
Prepare for
Are
that.
you Miss Miles Edgeworth? You have such great wrinkles beneath your brow. Could it be lupus? This calls for an injection.
It's not lupus. Just tell me what business you have with me.
Yes. Actually, there's someone who would like to see you. Please wait a moment. I'll call them here right now.
Slam.
Fucking bolted it!
Wait! She left, sir. I wonder who she's gonna bring. If she's bringing someone from the hospital, could it be a patient, sir? Maybe it's someone who was traumatized by her harsh words. What is that supposed to mean? See, when you glare at me like that, it feels like I'm gonna have a heart attack. You could send someone to the hospital with that. Is it really that bad? I'm just being my normal self, though.
For the wait. Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
Do you have the case of the redacted?
Do you not recognize me? Now that she mentions it, I feel like I've met her before. This card, your name was written on it. Do you know who I am? Mr. Edgeworth, maybe you really did send her to the hospital. Of course not! But this is your business card, sir. It clearly says Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. That's true. I'm terribly sorry. Well.
The truth is, this girl suffers from memory loss.
Memory loss?
Yes, like that one character from DGS.
We're not gonna talk about him. Redacted.
Redacted.
Oops. Yes, that seems to be the case.
Parents should be worried sick right now. I am her parent. They probably haven't been able to sleep. I doubt they've gone more than 8 hours.
Isn't that plenty of sleep? I see. It sure sounds horrible, but it's all right now. Since she has the business card, she must be an acquaintance of Mr. Edgeworth. Just leave her to us, pal. Right here, right, Mr. Edgeworth. Indeed, we might be able to verify her identity at least. Would you really do that for me? First, I'd like you to tell us everything you know. That's all, Mr. Edgeworth. You have nothing to worry about now, miss. Good grief. Mysterious girl.
Mysterious girl.
But still, where to begin? What should I ask her first? Miss, do you remember your name? My name? I'm terribly sorry.
She's been like this ever since yesterday, you know.
So you found her yesterday? Oops.
Wow, that's amazing. How'd you know?
Oh, what a tiresome woman.
I found her stumbling around late last night, so I took her in. That's horrifying. I wanted to help her out, so I looked through her things. Oh my god.
So, that's where you found my business card. Did you have anything else with her? Did she have anything else with her?
Nothing to reveal her name or address. But she was wearing this when I found her. It's an unusual design, don't you think?
What? This patches? What? The Yatagrotsus? That means it could be.
I want to say Jello is very right what he says about that gumshoe, that like stunned gumshoe.
Yeah. No, it's really funny.
Very true. It's very true.
Are you Kay? Kay. You are Kay, right? I am Kay. Kay, don't you remember me? I mean, you'd always call me Gummy, pal. Gummy. I would call one of my elders something so rude? I'm so sorry. What a horrible thing I did. I feel like my heart is going to burst from guilt.
I think it's fun when like characters are completely different after they
apparently the writers for this game said this is what she was like before she was influenced by her father. Yeah.
Trauma. That's
yeah, no, she had a personality flip. Yeah.
Ouch.
So this is what she used to be like. Just what happened to you, pal? You become so sensitive. If you're this sensitive and delicate and frail, then you're not even Kay anymore. You're someone else, pal. Watch your words, detective. If you say that. It almost sounds like Kay isn't sensitive or delicate at all. I can't deny there's some truth to what he says. What sort of person was I before I lost my memory? Well, for starters, your name was Kay Faraday. A cheerful girl full of spirit and vigor, and a great thief. Great thief. Yes, to put it frankly, a great thief steals valuables from people's drawers and safes. Steal? I caused so much trouble for others? I'm so sorry. I never imagined I would be a criminal. Maybe losing my memory was retribution for my crimes. No, you didn't actually. This is so messed up, sir. I agree.
But it does sort of make sense, you know. These gloves and stuff, they look just like what a thief would wear.
Ah, those clothes.
Yes, she was wearing them when I found her. I had her change her clothes, so I'm holding on to them for now.
Something appears to be stuck on her clothes. Perhaps it has something to do with Kay's memory loss. I'll send them down to the lab later and have them check it out, sir. Good, I'll be counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. Wow, I wonder what it could be.
At any rate, these clothes, these really look like a thief's clothes, don't they?
I am a criminal. It's true you're a great thief, but you never once did commit a crime. That alone I can assure you. Is that so? It's probably better if I don't press this issue any further. I'm really sorry for not remembering you. What kind of relationship did we have? Well, that's rather difficult to explain. Okay, you were Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Oh my, so then prosecutor is the kingpin of a great thief. Oh no, that's not what he meant, pal. The last time I met Kay was the day before yesterday. Just what did you do from then up until now? Miss Jensen, Miss Jensen, Miss Jensen, was the badge the only thing the girl had on her?
She did have some other things, but I don't think they would be very helpful at all.
I don't mind. Please show them to me.
Well then, I'll give them to you one by one, okay?
This is a Gem and
no.
Ninja mask. Maybe
Oh,
maybe she went to a superhero show or something. Flashbacks. This seems to be a letter addressed to Kay. This is a ticket stub, and this is a flower made of cloth, like the ones you usually see in restrooms, sir. Like, you see those in restrooms?
You see those in restrooms?
A corsage. It's used primarily as an accessory for women.
Well, that's everything. Did you find anything out?
Oh, not really. They were just a bunch of random things. I'll have to look them over in more detail later. Oh, this is horrible. Kay's lost her memory. How do we get her back to normal? Calm down, detective. I have already thought of something. Oh, as I expected, Mr. Edgeworth. So, what did you find out, sir? Look at this ticket stub.
Oh, it's a ticket for the viewing platform at the Grand Tower.
Miss Nurse, do you know something about the Grand Tower?
Of course I do. It's a super famous dating spot after all. Oh god. They say that if a couple holds hands up there, they will be together forever. Teehee. Oh, I know, Sue, you should take.
Hey, Edgeworth.
Hey, Edgeworth.
The timestamp on the ticket is from yesterday. Moreover, it is only valid on the day of issue. Since she only had the stub, she must have used it, right? It is very likely. Well then, let's go. Right now, sir? The cause of Kay's memory loss is hidden in her actions. But what about the PIC? It's still too early for me to be summoned there.
Should I leave Kay with you then?
That is what I would prefer. Kay, you're fine with that, right? Yes please. Thank you very much.
I have to go back to work, so if anything happens, please contact the Da Young Hospital.
They were really on the nose with that word there.
If you guys need any injections, I'll be there anytime, any place. For free?
Yes, I understand. I don't think I'll call her for an injection though. Well then, let's go, detective. And you too, Kay. Yes, sir. Thank you for helping me.
See, Edgeworth, you might want to step off the street there.
Yeah.
You don't want a car to drive by, you know.
Okay.
Well,
Mr. Edgeworth gets hit by a car. According to the pamphlet, this building is 50 stories tall. It's mostly filled with offices, though. Only the viewing platform is open to the public. Here you go, sir. I just got this at the reception desk. Good, thank you. Well then, let us head inside immediately. Oh, I don't know who this is.
Eek! The Grand Tower! The Grand Tower is collapsing!
What?
Oh my god, it's this shit. Okay. No, you can't. Please stop. Please. I beg of you. Ugh, it's no good. Unless I drink fresh milk, my thoughts just won't reach.
What's wrong, pal? Did something happen at the Grand Tower?
Cut! 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 Oh my god. They're two
It's her.
different people. It's her. Excuse me. You're... oh my god. Okay. Excuse me. We're sort of in the middle of shooting a movie and,
I suspected as much. We are sorry for any trouble we've caused you. Detective Gumshoe. I'm sorry, pal. I really thought that tower was gonna collapse or something.
Whatever. Hey, director. I'm taking a break. I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry.
What a relief. Looks like the tower's collapse was prevented somehow. Explaining all this to Kay as she is now would take more time than it's worth. Well then, we should get going. Oh my god, My Little Pony.
I got My Little Pony. Twilight Sparkle. Heaven is what?
Wow, what a view. I bet I can see my house from here. Eek! The wind is really strong up here. Everything should be fine as long as you stay close to me and Mr. Edgeworth, pal. She just, like, floats away like a piece of paper. If you start to blow... If you start to blow away, one of us will be sure to catch. It's not as if she's a kite.
Oh my god.
Kay, do you recognize this place? I don't know. Was I really here? Maybe if I get her to talk a bit, it'll help her jog your memory. Kay, just tell Kay, just tell me whatever you remember. Anything will do. Okay, but I don't know how much help will be. Oh, jeez.
Oh my god.
Did I really come to a place like this? It's so high up and the wind is so strong. It's frightening. I just can't remember. I can't remember anything at all. I'm sorry. Just as I thought, it's impossible. Her memory isn't clearing up at all, huh? I'm sorry. It's a bit pathetic, isn't it? You both are going out of your way for me, but I'm not helping at all. You're doing just fine. You have memory loss, after all. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. Remember to go easy on her, sir. Normally you have this really intense and kind of scary look on your face. You're not helping, Detective. I guess I should probably press everything in this situation. This ticket stub proves you're indeed here. But I really don't remember coming here at all. I don't think I would want to come to a place like this. You used to love places like these, though. Was that really me? We're so high up. Just looking down makes me dizzy. I think these kinds of places should be shut down. What if an elderly person or a small child were to fall off? The railing here is quite high. I think your worries are unfounded. Is that so? I just can't remember. Alright, let's see. You say you don't remember anything. In that case, is there anything that looks familiar? Look familiar. That cherry tree. What about the cherry tree? I was standing under that cherry tree. That's right, I was taking shelter from the rain because it was raining then. And there, I saw something red. She was under the cherry tree while it rained. And from there, she saw something red. Is something wrong? It's nothing. Could you add that last part to your story?
Oh my god,
Red.
was it Cosmo
Oh
my god, was it Cosmo Sogi?
Was it Cosmo Asogi?
I need to know!
Cosmo Asogi comes back from the dead. A red... What exactly? A red something or other. It was something red. That's all I can remember about it. Speaking of things that are red here. Could be that stand over there. Stand. A red stand. Ah, that's right. I saw someone walking towards me from the other side of that stand. And then what happened? And then, I'm sorry. It's alright. Simply add everything you just said to your story. He's very gentle with her, I like it.
Yeah.
By that stand, do you mean the stand directly behind you? Yes, from behind that red stand, someone came walking towards me. I saw it from under that cherry tree. You've been saying that you saw someone. Does that mean you didn't see their face, or was it a person you didn't know? I'm sorry, that much I don't know. So someone came walking towards her from behind the red stand. Beat the shit out of them. And then she saw that from beneath the cherry tree. Okay. Is there nothing else that comes to mind? It doesn't have to be related to the case. Even if it's not related, well... I remember that the stand there was selling cotton candy. If you're hungry, you should just say so. I'll make sure to buy one for you later, pal. Thank you very much. I look forward to it. There's not much I can do unless I draw out for more information from her. For now, I'll just press her for more details and see what I can find out. Alright, let's see. I don't actually know what I have. Oops. Okay.
Your most precious memory.
Yes? Yes. Ha.
Huh.
Tisk. So, you're saying that someone came from behind the stand and walked directly towards you. Yes, someone came right up to me. Then that someone must have been a ghost. No, it was a person, I'm sure of it. If that's why if this is where you were under the cherry tree, then someone behind the stand wouldn't have any ground to stand on. They'd be floating in midair. No person should be able to stand there. But I'm not lying. Someone in red was on the other side of the stand. They were walking towards me, getting closer and closer, and then that person.
Whoa, wait, girl.
What's wrong? Calm down, it's alright. Me and Mr. Edgeworth are both here for you, pal. I was pushed off. That person in red, they were wearing a red raincoat. Someone in a red raincoat was walking in midair. And furthermore, they pushed her off this building. Nonsense. There's no way she could be alright after falling from a building this high.
Yeah, okay. How the fuck did you survive?
Yeah.
Hey. Attention, everyone. Please remain where you are.
What's wrong, pal? I'm a detective. Tell me what's going on.
Sir, a body was just discovered in the building.
What's new? A body? Point. Who is the victim?
We're currently investigating the details, but the victim is a woman.
Whoa, you can't assume that, man.
We have verified her name is Kay.
What? What?
To be continued. That was quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go though.
Yeah, I think this is a good place to stop.
Tired. That was fun though. I'm glad I got to see the ending of that case.
Yeah, it's a good case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Alright, I'll trust it's saved there.
well, see ya.
Alright, bye.
Bye.